What's up, you guys? It's Pete Thorne. Welcome to the studio. Hey, you heard this on all the guitar parts on the track at the beginning of the video. I've just been having a blast playing through this. The Diamond Vibrato is back. So I was just looking on the internet to see how much old versions of this pedal were, because this was out many years ago in a bigger box version. And man, they are like $600 to $800. So now you can get that same sound again. I did a video for the original one many years ago, and you can find that on my channel. And I went back and listened to it to just compare the sound with this pedal. And first of all, I heard like the exact same sound coming out of this smaller box version. It sounds just great. So they've done a great job recreating it. But not only that, I loved the song so much that I did 9 years ago with the original version that I just decided to kind of revisit it and recreate it in this video. I thought, I'm not going to come up with a better piece of music than that to demonstrate this. I was really pleased with it. I think it's pretty. So that was the song that you heard at the beginning of the video. You can go back and hear my old version of it if you want to listen to the old one from 9 years ago. Actually, it might make a useful comparison. You can listen to the tone of this pedal. I mean, obviously, I'm not using the same, amp setup and stuff like that I was back then, but I just tried to get the vibrato settings similar and the general sort of tones close in the ballpark, and I found that this thing cops the vibe, no pun intended, really, really well. So I'm running it in front of a virtual amp right now, my virtual PT100. So in other words, I'm coming right out of it into my recording interface, and I've got a plug-in amplifier up. So let's get on to some sound examples. I'm going to show you how I came up with those tones on the track at the beginning of the video. It is the Diamond Vibrato, a classic. Here we go. Okay, so I just cut the first part in my little track here. And I'm going to use this tone to kind of talk about two controls on the Diamond Vibrato pedal. So the chorus control as well as the jazz switch. So let's talk about the chorus control first. What's the difference between chorus and vibrato? Well, basically vibrato is all affected signal. You've got the analog chip in there doing the pitch bend modulation thing. And it's all effect. When you have a chorus, basically all you're doing, the difference between vibrato and chorus, is blending in dry signal. And that gives you this sort of more diffuse sound of a chorus. So, if you think back to the days of the CE1, they had a switch that was labeled chorus vibrato. So that's all that's happening there. You're just mixing in dry signal. So let's listen to the difference in practice. So that's just vibrato. So you're just hearing that subtle pitch modulation. If I blend in chorus, what that's going to do is blend in dry signal. So now you've got wet signal and dry signal, and you can do it at any level. Okay, so that's what the chorus control does. The jazz control, this is a switch that just basically affects top end. So you can kind of warm up your signal. I'm using it in one of the warmer positions. So basically the brightest position sounds like this. It's in the middle. If I move it all the way up, now I get a slightly darker sound. All the way down, darker still. So you get options there for your tone. It's really nice. And I liked the sound just a little bit dark, but not too dark. And that's how I ended up with this tone with kind of like a medium depth and medium fast speed for the first part in the song. So I just cut a stereo pair of little rhythm guitars, if you can call them that, to go underneath the lead guitar part. And for this, I'm using kind of the closest thing I've got to like a real sort of chorusing sound, where I've got the speed set real slow, I've got the depth set a little below half, I've got the chorus cranked way up. And for this, I've got, once again, the jazz position and the all the way up position, because I just like that little bit of high-end attenuation it seems to give me. Just is a beautiful thing to the warmth. Yeah, and then I wanted to mention one more thing, which is that if you long hold the switch, you get a faster rate. So let's check that out. Might be easier to hear if I turn the speed up to about half, so I'm going to do that. So when the switch turns from red to green, you'll see the rate kind of double up. So the neat thing about a vibrato sound like this is that you don't have to play anything very complicated. You can let notes ring and it just sounds just beautiful. And in a time of shredding, I really like the sound. So here's the tone I've got going. Anyway, you get the idea. It's just such a cool guitar sound. Medium fast speed, the depth is on about 11 o'clock. And obviously I've got a bunch of, delay and stuff happening too, but that just lends itself to this sound, If you have the chorus all the way down, you'll get the most dramatic vibrato effect. So that's what I decided to do. The chorus is all the way down. Now, you've got the level control there. I haven't even mentioned that in the video so far, but if I play with that... You can really just think of it as kind of like a makeup gain, because sometimes when you use, effects like this, you lose a little gain. And so this allows you to just keep your signal nice and strong. And I've got it at about 1 o'clock and it just sounds really good. Now, obviously you can get more seasick effects if you really want that with this pedal. If you want to crank up the speed. Almost forgot how it went, but then I remembered. That's a very credible version of that sound. That's what I heard as soon as I turned up the speed. Just sounded really cool. If I go any higher on the depth, it's going to start to get really seasick. But that's cool too, for a certain thing. Analog, as all can be. Thanks so much for watching my video on the Diamond Vibrato. Wonderful sounding pedal, just super cool. I love playing melodies through this. I've got to do something maybe on my next album with this kind of sound. Maybe I'll just do this song because I love this tune. Maybe I'll get a band to play it or something like that. It's inspiring playing through this. And yeah, I love that I don't have to play a lot. I can play simple, really let the notes breathe, and the vibrato just takes care of the mood, the vibe. Check it out further at the link down there in the video description below. You can click there for more info on this great new small box version of the pedal. Take care, I'm Pete Thorne, over and out.